Hi, my name is Blake Waldron. I'm the founder of Checkout Components, and this is weekly wrap-up video number 4 for 2026. We have 2 major features that I'll be showing you today, so I'll go quickly with a bit of an overview for those who don't have a lot of time to stay and watch the full video, and then we'll go into some detail. The new data and analytics platform in Checkout Components was quietly released a few weeks ago. Now we're about to release the admin update, which will give merchants insights around how their checkout's performing more generally, as well as how Checkout Components is adding value, specifically around conversion and average order value. You can even see how products are performing in context of specific upsells, and this is just the beginning. Checkout Components now has a live preview branding editor, so now you can style your checkout without guessing what all of those different API mutations mean, or if you're a merchant using another app which just has a simple form, now you can see the changes happening in real time, as well as revert back to previous saves and do a bunch of other cool things, which we'll touch on a little bit later in this video. So this is a bit of an upgrade compared to our existing system. We're surfacing a lot more data. We're surfacing trends on how things are working and moving in checkout. Something that we didn't have before was conversion funnels around, obviously impressions to add to carts to actual purchases. And we're also giving the ability to look in more detail around how specific components are going. So, in the context of a piece of content that we're rendering in checkout, we're actually letting you know how many customers have seen that. And we're going to be expanding on those reports for non-upsell components, but right now we're just showing impressions. But if we go to a specific upsell component, you can see that we're surfacing some pretty interesting information, particularly around the types of products that have been purchased. And we don't have it ready just yet, but you'll be able to click on an individual product and see how each different component is contributing to that product success. And we're also going to be highlighting products that probably shouldn't be in checkout upsells. So perhaps they've got a really high level of impressions, but they've had a very low add to cart ratio. So we'll actually suggest to merchants that they hide that product from all components moving forward. And then overperforming products, the opposite of that, we might suggest maybe we should pin this to every upsell, to every customer. This has been a tremendous amount of work by our team from a design perspective, making sure that this is a scalable system, considering the size of merchants we're supporting now. And we're going to be using this system to pave the way for very, very cool features. At this point, we've probably spent close to 200 hours developing this experience, and we've gone so beyond what we set out to do from a functionality perspective. But I think it's completely worth it, because coming from an agency background, I know how many times developers particularly need to update checkout branding, as well as customer accounts. And as a merchant, you're kind of left by yourself. You can only do so much for the native Shopify options. So I really went a little bit far with this. So I'll show you what we've done. We've added full diffs to each checkout saving and the ability to revert back to those previous settings. So if you've made a change which you're not confident with, or perhaps it didn't work out, you've got a full log of each different checkout profile save that you've made. In the event that you're editing the live checkout and you click save, we'll give you the heads up, letting you know that this change is actually going to be effective immediately, and customers will see it. We've also developed a new image upload tool, which we will be rolling out to the rest of the app in the coming weeks, where you can effectively just search for the images by name on your store, and images will start popping up that are already on your Shopify store. So no more referencing just URL strings. We have full coverage of the Shopify branding API, and we've created a form and also updated some of the wording so it's a little bit clearer on what things do. So we're very excited to see what merchants and developers come up with this feature. And this is going to be available as of this weekend across all plans. So that's what merchants are getting on Checkout Components this week. Obviously, this was not all done in a single week. We move fast, but not that fast. But I'm particularly excited about the data and analytics platform, because that's actually been built and designed to be the foundation of the future of Checkout Components and what we're going to be doing for merchants moving forward. So that specific system is going to be powering very exciting things in the near future. And the analytics page is only going to get improved and become better. So if you have any reports, if you're frequently looking at data and you want to understand more of what's going on in your checkout, more generally speaking, or how our product's adding value, please reach out to us. I can almost guarantee that we can get the report that you need. So thank you for watching this video. And if you're already a merchant using checkout components, thank you so much for your support so far.